Hello, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend. It is Tuesday, May 12th, and I'm just going to talk through what you need to do today just to make sure you fully understand things. So I'm starting at the calendar here. So you'll watch this introduction video. And the second thing you're going to do today is you are going to view this presentation. So due to the pandemic, obviously, we can't read Romeo and Juliet how we would have. So if this was a normal year, we would read it in class. Everyone would have parts. It'd be a lot of fun, but unfortunately, we can't do that. But we still want to expose you guys to Romeo and Juliet. It's a super awesome story. You've probably seen tons of adaptations of it in different movies and video games and short stories. Maybe you've seen Romeo and Juliet even. But we're still going to do a little bit of Romeo and Juliet here in the next couple weeks. So that's where we're going to start today. So we'll view this presentation. I'm going to go over that with you in a second. And then today you're going to actually look at some Shakespearean insults. Shakespeare was a master writer. He invented a ton of new words, and he is famous for the insults he used in his plays. So we're going to look at this insult generator sheet, and then you guys are going to create 5 Shakespearean insults and turn them in as a little insult quiz. So this will take you no more than like 5 minutes to do. Make sure you get that done by tonight. But that's the schedule for today. So if you go back to our homepage, and then you'll click on the folder for the week. Everything you need is here. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to look at is Romeo and Juliet, the background and why it matters presentation. I'm going to go through this with you quickly. It's going to be kind of small on my screen just so I can keep it in Schoology, but I just want to remind you, you should review this presentation after this video. And if you click either the title here or you click this button over here, so again, title or button, it will become full screen and you'll be able to see this earlier. So, William Shakespeare was an English poet. He wrote tons of plays, tons of poems, sonnets. He is very famous. You guys have definitely heard of him, I hope. He grew up in England in the 1500s and 1600s, and he has tons of relatable themes. Love, war, hatred, racism, family feuds, tons of different things that we can still relate to today, even though it's so many years later. So Shakespeare's plays were normally performed in the Globe Theatre. So it's a circular shaped theater like this that still exists today. If you ever get a chance to go to the Globe Theatre in England, that'd be awesome. But Romeo and Juliet has some awesome themes. So it has love. We all have love in our life in some way or another. It's kind of tragic love in Romeo and Juliet. I'm sure a lot of you know the ending. There's death. There's a lot of death, a lot of killing in Romeo and Juliet. A lot of battling, a lot of like sword fights. It's a really cool play to see in person because there's a ton of action in it. There's loyalty issues with, are you loyal to your family or people you love, and how does that work if the person you love doesn't get along with your family? Maybe some of you are facing that in your own lives as high schoolers. There's dishonesty, and then there's tons of revenge here too. So it's not just like a love story. There's tons of battling, there's death, there's killing, there's action. It's really cool. So, why do we care about Romeo and Juliet? As I've talked about before, the themes in Shakespeare's plays are still relevant today. When I was back on this other slide, maybe some of these things you relate to. Okay? So that's why we still read these plays that can teach us about the world that we live in. Another reason why we study Shakespeare is because people today still find inspiration from his work. I hope you guys have seen Lion King. Lion King is based on a Shakespeare play called Hamlet. Maybe some of you have seen Empire. It's based on a show called King Lear. Like, there's tons of different current shows today that are adaptations in some way or another to one of Shakespeare's many, many stories. So that's just kind of your mini crash course and why do we still study Shakespeare today. You guys will probably read more plays as you get older. I think actually in 12th grade you'll read Hamlet, and then depending on which classes you take as you move up to, you might read Macbeth and some other Shakespeare plays too. So the language is tough, but the themes are awesome. So we're going to jump into the Shakespearean insults here. I'm not going to show this video here, but I highly recommend you go back into the presentation and watch this. But what you're going to do is you're going to use the insult generator sheet, which I will show you in a second, and you are going to create your own Shakespearean insults. So like I said before, Shakespeare is famous for his language. He invented tons of new words. For example, If you've ever called someone green with jealousy, or like jealousy is a green-eyed monster, or just related kind of green and monster to jealousy, that is 100% from Shakespeare. So he created these new sayings and new words. And one of the things he did a ton was his insults. So you are going to create some Shakespearean insults today for your assignment, if you will. So if you go back into our folder for the week, the next thing I want you to click on is the insult generator sheet. So this brings up a document that has 3 columns worth of words. So these are all words used by Shakespeare. A lot of them were created by him, and they're kind of fun. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose 1 word from column 1, 1 word from column 2, 1 word from column 3. You have tons to choose from here. There's 2 pages. If we could actually do real school, it's super fun. What we do is we have kind of like a battle to see who can come up with the best insult, but obviously we can't do that because of this pandemic super fun thing. So 1 word from column 1, 1 word from column 2, 1 word with column 3, and then you'll put them together to form an insult. So for example, you could be an artless, base court Applejohn, or a craven, clay-brained bugbear, right? So these are all words Shakespeare used, kind of fun. So look at that and pick some words that you like. And then what you'll do is you will go to this insult quiz. It's not really a quiz, I'm just calling it a quiz. You'll click on it, and then what you're going to do for your quiz, if you will, is you're going to come up with 5 insults. So all of your insults should take 1 word from each of the columns, put it together, and that's 1. Then you'll do another insult. You'll take a word from column 1, a word from column 2, a word from column 3, put them together, that's your second insult. So come up with 5 of them, and then that is what you have to do today. So again, review this presentation and watch that insult video. Do the insult generator sheet. When I say do, just like look at it. See which ones you like. Maybe write them down on a piece of paper. Take a picture on your phone of the ones you like. And then put them together. There are endless possibilities of what you could do. Try to come up with some good ones. Some of them are hilarious, the way you can string them together. Have fun with it. This should take you like 3 minutes. Not super long time. So 1, 2, 3. And then this is the assignment for Friday. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Keep working hard. Turn in missing work as you can. I am doing my best to stay super updated with that. And I would say overall, you guys are doing great. So miss you all. Hope you're doing well.